Hi. I started this experiment for myself, but I was surprised with the outcome, so I thought I should share it with you. So let's have a look. The purpose of this exercise was to see what I could come up with really fast. So, very small prompts, didn't change the settings. And for the image traced, I grabbed the first image that made sense, removed the background, did image traced with a reduced amount of colors, and expanded. As a side note, for these guys, I came back later and you'll see why I did that in a minute. So, across the board for vegetation and common items, it gave me decent results, like what I expected. But then when I got to buildings, it started to, question what's going on. Photoshop was giving me um, weird results, like small house in the prairie. Really? What's this? This a house on stilts? Okay. And Illustrator was shining. Like I thought this was a good example of a small house in a prairie. When it came to faces, I feel like when it came to Photoshop, it was like either a hit or a miss. Like the face came out really nice, like it's symmetrical and it's what I asked for. But when I pulled from the reference style, it gave me this random image. It's like it tried to replicate the image, but like, what is this? A wig? And even for the Art Nouveau, it gave me Art Nouveau, but it didn't give me my prompt. It didn't give me what I asked for. But Illustrator seemed to be trying real hard at giving me what I wanted, even though the face kind of looks, I don't know, a bit creepy and this one looks almost lopsided. It's trying really hard to give me what I want. Same thing with the transportation. Like Illustrator tried to stay like it's a side view, it's a double decker bus, but then Photoshop was giving me like I said, a hit or miss. This is right on. It's a really nice image, but then I was really wondering why I was getting such poor results from Photoshop. To be honest, I hadn't played with AI generated images in Adobe yet. I've played with other programs, but never in Adobe. But I figured it should be good, right? Like we've gone so far. So I said, let me give a bit more time and prompts with settings and everything. And oh my God, I have to show you the difference between what you could do in Photoshop with Illustrator. I just feel like Illustrator is years behind. Like it was an afterthought for Adobe. Like if you're going to give me a tool, give it all you got. Don't give me a sorry version of it. When I went back in and gave it more elaborate prompts, gave it the style I wanted, and manipulated the settings, I got much better results. Um, but that got me thinking. At first, when I was trying to create an image with a reference, did it really get the reference style? Like, I don't feel like it was very successful. The closest one was this little guy in Illustrator. Um, it looks like the outcome is more affected by the prompt and the style you choose than the reference. And I think also that because Photoshop has so much more potential, when I didn't specify, it was just throwing whatever at me, trying to figure out what I wanted, like working blindfold or something. So my conclusion is that Illustrator got left behind. So I think maybe people are going more in Photoshop to produce AI generated images. So I think Illustrator fans, let's get to it. Maybe we should produce more images and then report these bad outcomes. So that, Illustrator kind of goes, okay, Illustrator fans, I get the message. I'll give you more. So I think that elaborate specific prompts and well-tuned settings are going to give you the best results. Let me know what you think. Am I being too harsh? Do you intend to start creating more in Illustrator and reporting uh, the bad outcomes? Either way, give me your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you.